Good morning, PT on Ice Daily Show. Happy Friday. Sorry we're late. It may surprise you, but Mitch was still asleep about 5 minutes ago. So here we are.
But we're here.
Live from Madison, Wisconsin here for Fitness Athlete Friday. My name is Alan, COO of ICE, faculty member for our Fitness Athlete Division. This is
Mitch Babcock, faculty member, Fitness Athlete Division, colleague with Alan every single day.
everywhere. So we're here in Madison, Wisconsin for the 2019 CrossFit Games. Thought we'd share some impressions of what's going on out here. If you didn't catch my episode yesterday on Leadership Thursday, I talked about the CrossFit Health Conference, which took place prior to the games. But today we're just talking about the CrossFit Games. So I figured we'd start a little bit with Mitch, who has been to the games before. This is my first games. Have Mitch talk a little bit about what's different over the years now that he's back again.
Yeah, so first time it was the first year in Madison, 2017. So now this is their third year, 2019. Right away, it's a bigger and better operation, I would say. And so you expect that. Obviously, you've got a couple attempts and you're able to sharpen that up a little bit better. So there's some improvements to the structures out there. There's some logistical components that are better. The flow of traffic is a lot better, but that stuff doesn't really matter. Like what really stuck out to me was the growth of the sport, not only from the vendors and everybody that's at the site, but also the growth of it internationally. So this is the first year that 150 men and 150 women from around the world have come to start the competition weekend. And then they're making cuts and reducing the field from there. And that was like the number one thing that was a game changer, right? So around outside, all the events yesterday were outside in the turf field arena, and around the facility there, around the stands, in this completely circled with bleachers. When we were here before, it was like two sides of the turf had bleachers, like one on the long side and one on the shallow side. Wasn't enough room for people to sit. They were packed in. Now it's an entire bowl, like stadium-style bowl, and there's national flags all around the top. So you feel, and I've never been to the Olympics, but it kind of feels like that, right? You're seeing flags from, all these different random countries, Middle Eastern countries, and it just all over. It's really, really impressive. With that being said, the first workout needed to be something hard enough to kind of thin the field. They were going to thin the field from 150 to 75. They threw in some legless rope climbs, a moderately heavy snatch at 185, just to see, should you be here or not? Have you done this long enough to be here? So if you were the fittest in your country, you got an invite, you come to the games, and then they weeded the field from 150 to 75 after that first workout. And in that first heat of folks, there were 75? Mm-hmm. 75 athletes in the first heat. And it was, it was what we thought it was going to be. There was, I would say, 30 to 40 athletes that couldn't even snatch the 185 one time. They needed to do it 7 times, and they needed to do it for 4 rounds. So that was exactly what that workout was designed to do, was really thin the field from who should be here competing for fittest on earth and who received the invite this year based on the new game structure. Some people were upset about that. I'm looking at the future and thinking, okay, we're starting to open the doors up to international countries like this, and in general, this event looks and feels awesome now, like the Olympics. In 2, 3, 4 years, these countries are really going to start sharpening their skills, knowing that they can get an invite to the games. It's going to look a lot different, but right now I'm all on board. It's just exactly what we thought was going to happen on day one. The field was thinned, and the people remaining are the people who are the fittest on the earth, and they're going to be competing for that.
Just jumping in and echoing on that, having not been here before, what I've noticed of being here for a couple of days already, and not only walking around the games, but walking around downtown Madison, is that there is an equal number of people here not speaking English as speaking English, which is pretty darn cool. I dropped into a gym 2 nights ago, and half my class was Brazilian. So it's really amazing to see just how international this is now, how people from all over the world are coming here to watch it and be a part of it. And just, I can't get over the amount of super jacked people in the crowd who look like they could be CrossFit Games athletes but are just regular people. There's my quota of air quotes for the day. Just regular old people grabbing a beer, coming to watch the CrossFit Games who look like they could be a CrossFit Games athlete. So it's super cool to see the international reach and just how many people are here. I looked up this morning before we went live. I think there are 28,000 people here. Not everybody, people just kind of have a pass to walk around. Everybody can watch, but
30,000 people to watch people exercise
Fitness racing.
Like just wrap your head around it. It's hard to think about.
So just kind of reinforcement of what Mitch, Zach, and I teach in the fitness athlete course is that this is not going anywhere, that a ton of people are doing it. Almost as many people coming to watch. Greg, you can come in here. If you've been in Essential Foundations, this is Greg. We talk about Greg is the guy that looks beyond his years but is not. So there's Greg. There's a guest appearance by Greg. But as we talk about in our courses, this isn't going anywhere. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's been really cool this week to see how international it is, how many people are coming from all over the world here to Madison to not only take part, as Mitch said, but just to come watch for a couple of days, and how good that's been. Obviously, the economical benefits to both CrossFit and Madison here, but super cool to see that it's just continuing to grow and grow and grow. And kind of reinforcing, as we talk about here on Fitness Athlete Friday in our courses, that you need to be comfortable, maybe not working exclusively with CrossFitters, but certainly knowing how to get people deadlifting and squatting, because it's going to become more and more popular that people are doing these movements every day as part of their exercise regimen.
Yeah, and the last point is it's the mecca of health and wellness lifestyle here, right? The people that come here, they're camping out, they're playing long games, they're grilling their own food if they're out in the camping lot. If you're in Vendor Village, all of the vendors, and there's probably a couple hundred of them packed in there, are geared towards either helping your fitness, tools, products, things like that, like self-treatment products, food, beverage stuff that's healthy, that's water-based or natural-based products. Everything is geared towards health, wellness, and all the people that do this for sport. It is the mecca of all things that related. The vendors that you can buy food from out in front. I mean, would you guys get a poke bowl yesterday with some fresh fish and some rice? There's fresh cooked barbecue. There's a handful of other options. Like you pick your protein, you pick your carb. Like it's just, you wouldn't find this anywhere else. You would find vendors, and there is a vendor of corn dogs. So I got to say that I might have a corn dog before the weekend's over. But like anywhere else, you would find only corn dogs, right? And it's just not geared towards the health and wellness component. Every single retailer has some sort of exercise prize giveaway. Ride the assault bike, do this thing, push-ups, burpees, things, win a T-shirt, and all this and that. So just in general, the culture around fitness and exercise is what we want it to be, which is we do this because we like to do this. We do this because it helps us live longer. And if I can get a free T-shirt out of the deal, so be it. Like, we do this stuff anyways every single day. Might as well have some fun with it and compete and see if we can win something. So it really just to see it at that kind of scale, 30,000 people with the same viewpoint and the same perspective that you kind of see it as it hits home. It really drives the point home. So.
Yeah, I'll just reinforce and say, we often talk about how it's difficult to shift the population, but if you can get the individual shifting their mindset to be more health and fitness oriented, obviously the market will shift around that population. We're seeing that here in action. So the Poke Bowl vendor will replace the McDonald's and corn dog vendor. If enough people have demand for that healthy stuff, the market will shift. We can force it to shift by kind of changing population on the individual level.
Let's go to day two.
Day two.
What's our plans today?
What's our plans? It's 7:30ish here, so we're going to go grab some breakfast. And then I think we're going to go drop in at a gym nearby at 9 a.m., work out, and then head over to the games for the rest of the day. Try to avoid getting too much more sunburned. We'll see.
We actually bought sunscreen.
We only had SPF 15 yesterday, and it did not do any of us very well to have only SPF 15. So
we need to buy Alan a hat. He's pretty against all of them, so.
Hey, comment if you think I could rock a straw hat. My intuition says no, but I'm open to...
All of my intuition says yes, 100,000.
But I don't believe so. But I'm interested to hear the popular vote. Don't let Mitch sway you.
Big samurai straw.
Hey, Matt, we're headed to CrossFit Recursive because it's a mile down the road, so we can get a workout in, get back to the hotel, and then get over to the games. Dropped in there the other day. Pretty cool gym. All right, gang, that's all we got. Stay tuned to the ICE account. Stay tuned to our personal accounts to see more photos and videos from here at the games. And then don't forget our next cohort of Essential Foundations, if you're looking to get into this market, speaking of markets, starts August 12th. So that's a week from Monday. Still got about 7 spots for that course before it fills up. It's already mostly full, so jump on that if you want to jump in. Other than that, we'll see you all next time. Have a great weekend. Guillermo says yes to the straw hat. Guillermo, you're fired.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Wakey, wakey.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the PT on Ice Daily Show. If you enjoyed this content, head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. And be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at the Institute of Clinical Excellence. If you're interested in getting plugged into more ICE content on a weekly basis while earning CEUs from home, check out our virtual ICE online mentorship program at ptonice.com. While you're there, sign up for our Hump Day Hustling newsletter for a free email every Wednesday morning with our top 5 research articles and social media posts that we think are worth reading. Head over to ptonice.com and scroll to the bottom of the page to sign up.